Hello, everybody out in YouTube channel land. This is the channel of Dr. Cammy and Karen Go Keto. And this is November 17th, 2023, the date of my recording. And the name of this recording is Dr. Cammy Binge Avoided. So I just avoided a huge binge today, and I just wanted to share with you why I think that happened. Today was my mother's 93rd birthday, and I went out with my two sisters and my mother, and they're all wonderful women. And my sisters are very kind and very generous, and they're really supporting me in my weight loss efforts and my low carb efforts. But I find myself comparing myself to them. And these women are thinner than me, they're taller than me, they have lives where they have money coming in from their husbands and I don't. They have a different life than me. And so I found myself comparing and judging myself to them and not hearing comments or anything from them. It was all from me inside my crazy head that I have. So when I was there, I proceeded to go off my sugar, my abstinence from sugar, and I did eat sugar today. I'm day 19. Well, I was day 19 with no sugar, flour, or wheat, and still had a little bit of caffeine in there. And I think that might be my problem. I think I need to pull off the caffeine and go back to no sugar, flour, or wheat. I'm working on becoming a sugar addiction coach, and this is what I am learning. I'm learning so much about sugar and my body and how it behaves biochemically and emotionally, mentally, and spiritually also. So I ate a very small piece of cake, and then I ate three chocolates. And then I had a very reasonable lunch with fish and salad and vegetables. I did not eat potatoes or yams. I did not drink alcohol. I had one cup of coffee. And then on the way home, while my sister was driving in traffic, I proceeded to plan an entire binge. And I think a lot of it was because of me comparing myself to my sisters and uh, looking at all the things they have that I don't have and not being able to look at all the things that I have that they don't have and having not being able to make that nothing, like no deal, no big deal, because that shouldn't be things that I'm busy doing. So I actually had planned like where I was going to go, what I was going to buy. I was going to go here and do this. I was going to go here and do that. And then while I'm waiting in line for that, I could be eating that. And anybody that's been binge type of behavior knows, I think, exactly what I'm talking about. So I got home, my sister drove, and so she dropped me off. I said, I'll see you later. I'm going to go get my mail. And on the way back from getting my mail, I was walking to my car, and I had my keys, and I was close to my garage, and I had my charge card. I had everything I needed to start my little binge. And then I think what really stopped me was that I thought about the work I've done over the last 18 days in particular, pulling off of the sugar. And part of me said, well, you blew it already. So don't, so just go ahead and go off the deep end. But the bigger part of me thought about how awful it was going to make me feel, like not only physically, like being hung over from it, tomorrow and the next day, and even the next day. The last binge I had made me sick for 3 days. But also about what it was going to do for me spiritually and mentally and emotionally, because there's so much guilt and shame attached with my binges. And so I was able to kind of follow it all the way through to the end. This is what you can do. You can take the action and just put yourself as if you're doing it. Use visualization. I just got a really cool book today on visualization, and imagine yourself going all the way through the binge. Yes, it tastes good at first, and then it doesn't really taste all that great. And then you get too full because you overeat. And then the next day you're hungover, and you just follow it all the way through to the end. And I was able to overcome it and decide that I was up to something bigger than that and something more long term than that. And the other thing I wanted to share was that I think the reason I was able to have success was because I followed that through to the end, but also I've been doing a lot of self-care. And I've been doing a lot of exercise, not so much for losing weight and calories in and calories out or that part of it, but for stress management. And when I shifted the exercise that I'm doing to one of looking at it as a way to manage my stress, as opposed to something I have to do, then it really became more of a pleasure for me to do the exercise. And I'm feeling so much better too. I think that's because I'm off of the sugar and also, watching my carbs. So, um, I've been exercising, I've been sitting in the jacuzzi, I've been taking a nap, I've been journaling a little more. I've been talking to my friends. I've been playing with my kitty. He fetches for me. I have a cat that fetches. So I throw things and he fetches it and we play together. And I'm very, very grateful that I have the time to do this, because when I was working 60 hours a week, I didn't have all this time. And I know that a lot of you don't have time for this kind of self care during the day. So you have to try to do it when you can. You have to catch it when you're in the car. You can, have soothing music on, or you can turn off the car and pray. I have a friend who uses her driving time for lots of prayer. The other thing you can remember is that meditation. I did a meditation yesterday and it was 10 minutes. I can't meditate for an hour because I'm just not good at it. So I did a 10-minute meditation, and it went well. So you have to just kind of, when you're busy, you have to just grab it here and there. When you're in the shower, you can thank God for giving you a shower that keeps you clean and that feels warm and feels good and is part of your self-care. You can take 2 minutes to, maybe not even, to throw on some lotion after you get out of the shower so your skin isn't dry and doesn't itch. Just little things that you can catch here and there. And I think that was really helpful for me today. So I just wanted to share that I avoided a binge. I'm so happy. This is like the first time I really had it so planned out and did not go through with it. I see growth in this area. Um, I in summary, the main reasons I did not do it was because I followed it all the way through to the end, to all the misery prior to actually starting it. And I've been doing more self-care. So I hope that gives you some information to think about. As far as the food plan goes, I'm still struggling with my food plan and trying to keep it up to speed and get it written down the day before I go to eat. So I'm still working on that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to share my wonderful news with you. All right. Have a good evening, or take care wherever you are. Bye-bye.